Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first session of Zoyman 2021/22. Woo! We'll be talking to you today about the amazing initiative Youth for Youth.
So we will be talking about where Youth for Youth.
Leo, let Yelena translate.
Oh, sorry.
Добро пожаловать на первую сессию Zoyman 2021-2022. Сегодня мы будем говорить об отличной инициативе «Молодежь для молодежи». Спасибо.
So we will be talking about where Youth for Youth has been, what it is, where it's going, and most importantly, how you can get involved.
Мы будем говорить о прошлом «Молодежь для молодежи», что это вообще за организация, и самое важное, как вы можете принять участие в будущем.
So, to kick things off, we might as well introduce ourselves. My name is Abby. I'm the Development Coordinator for Youth of the Together Plan. I've been to Belarus twice, once in 2014 to attend the bat mitzvah of my bat mitzvah twin, which was truly an amazing experience. And then again in 2018 to run and attend Zoyman, which we will talk more about later.
Для начала мы представимся. Я Аби, я координатор развития организации, и я была в Беларуси дважды. Первый раз в 2014 году на бат-мицве своей сестры по бат-мицве. Это было прекрасное событие. И опять в 2018 году, чтобы проводить и участвовать в Zoyman, и об этом я расскажу попозже.
And my name is Leo. I am the program coordinator of Making History Together, a program where we teach kids aged 12 to 13 about the Holocaust in Belarus. And I have been to Belarus 3 times in my life, twice with the Together Plan. So once in 2018 for the first Zoyman, and then again in 2019 for the Youth for Youth Blazing the Trail expedition across Belarus. And we'll talk to you about that later.
Я Лео, я координатор программы для «Делаем историю вместе», Making History Together, и я был в Беларуси дважды с The Together Plan, и первый раз для Zoyman в 2018 году, и опять в 2019 году на экспедиции первого проходства по Беларуси.
So, now, it's your turn. Even though we're far away, doesn't mean that we can't get you guys involved. So in the chat, write down where in the world you are and any fun fact about you. Literally anything, your dreams and aspirations or anything that makes you happy, a random thought you had recently, something like that in the chat.
Что хоть мы далеко от друг друга, мы хотим получше познакомиться, и, пожалуйста, мы просим вас, напишите в чате, самое главное, где вы сейчас находитесь, и один интересный факт о себе. Это может быть любая вещь, но просто, пожалуйста, напишите в чате.
We're going to give you a few minutes to do it now. So go on.
Is the chat working, Jack?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, fine.
You just need to, where it says to, you need to write to everyone in meeting.
Вам нужно написать в чате, где написано для кого это, нужно написать для всем, for everyone, для всех.
I'm so eager to learn about everyone. I'm not going to get any messages. Aha. Sam Helen, London. Fun fact, I was paralyzed by a jellyfish sting. It's a pretty good fact.
Что меня зовут Сам Хеллер, я в Лондоне, и как-то меня... я не знаю, как сказать. Leah, how do you say jellyfish again?
Медуза.
Медуза. Как-то меня... укусила медуза, не знаю, как.
in London and I was the jellyfish that stung Sam.
Что я в Лондоне тоже, пишет Лея, и я как раз была та медуза, которая Лея, how do you say stung? Укусила? Нет.
Ужалила.
Ужалила.
Okay, we'll keep that open so people can keep thinking of their fun facts and they can tell us where we are. And maybe if we have time, we'll go through them all at the end because we can't do it all now, although we would love to. So why is my computer not working? So what is Youth for Youth? Youth for Youth grew from annual youth-led summer camps in Belarus that began in 2010. A group of UK youth leaders went out to Belarus for a week, joining isolated Jewish communities in Polotsk and Bobrovsk, teaching them valuable hadracha, which means leadership skills, so that they could impart their newfound knowledge to the younger generations within their communities. It became more than just a going and coming back situation. Relationships and bonds were built. These trips were put on hold because of the pandemic, but from that grew a strong online presence in Zeumen.
Что такое организация «Молодежь для молодежи»? Все началось с летних ежегодных лагерей в Полоцке и в Бобруйске, где молодежь помогали изолированным еврейским общинам. Они учили их хадраха, это означает лидерские навыки, и которые они могли передать молодым поколениям. Это превратилось больше, чем просто лагерь, и отношения стали крепкими. Из-за пандемии, конечно, все остановилось, но мы продолжаем встречаться онлайн по Zoom.
So, Zeumen means seed. It started out as a way for young people from the UK and Belarus to connect through informal peer-led education. In the summer of 2018, the first Zeumen took place in the middle of nowhere in the deep Belarusian forest. No internet, no phones, just youth connecting and having a blast learning and discovering new things. We even held a bar mitzvah in Slonim, beside one of the oldest standing and still best preserved synagogues in the country. We were extremely lucky to have our trip filmed, and we would love to share that experience with you now.
Слово «зоймен» означает «зерно», и идея в том, что молодые люди из Британии и Беларуси могли общаться друг с другом. Первая встреча «Зоймен» была летом 2018 года в лесу в Беларуси. У нас не был интернет, и мы не пользовались телефонами, и мы просто общались друг с другом. У нас даже была бар-мицва в Слониме, рядом с одной из самых старых и лучше всего сохранившихся синагог в стране. И, к счастью, мы записали нашу поездку на видео и хотели бы сейчас с вами ее показать.
Hold on. Let's hope it works.
Welcome to Kabbalat Shabbat service on Zeumen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat
Shalom. There you go.
Рад вас всех приветствовать в Слоним. Замечательный день. Мы надеялись, что не будет дождя, но пока солнце. Так что надеемся на хорошую погоду.
So it just goes to show what you can do together.
Из этого видно, чего можно достичь, когда работаем вместе.
No, I just want to say kol hakavod to all of you.
Хочу сказать всем коль хахавод.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
I'm a grandma, and all I want to do is sing. Here comes the granddad. Yeah.
Oh. Very quickly, Leo, I'm just gonna interrupt you for a second. I've had a request from the big boss woman, Deborah Brunner, for everyone to turn on their cameras, unless they can't do that. But if you can, please do. We love to see everyone's faces. Anyway, Leo, continue.
Oh,
Leo.
they're having problems unmuting themselves. I don't know why. Hang on. Jack, technical department, please.
He should be, hold on.
Спасибо.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
That was I did that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I don't know, for some reason I couldn't unmute myself.
Yelena, do you want to just quickly translate what I just said quickly?
Да, что почему-то просто он не мог включить опять микрофон, и я тоже не могла. Ну, Аби сказала, что это ее вина, но случайно.
And also cameras, if that's okay.
И что, пожалуйста, включите свою камеру, да, самое главное. Пожалуйста, если мы вас просим включить камеру, это очень нам поможет, да, и мы сможем увидеть друг друга. Спасибо.
So, then next year in 2019, Youth for Youth organized a trip around Belarus called Blazing the Trail. International young people traveled around historically important Jewish places all around Belarus, discovering the country's hidden history, going to Minsk, Polotsk, Brest, Bobruisk, Vitebsk, Novogrodok, and the camp in Mali Trostinets. We all learned just how much important Jewish history is based in Belarus.
В 2019 году молодежь и молодежи организовала поездку по Белоруссии, Blazing the Trail, прокладывание тропы. Молодые люди со всего мира ездили по важным историческим еврейским местам. Поездка была в Минск, в Полоцк, Брест, Бобруйск, Витебск, Новогрудок и лагерь в Малой Троснецы. И эта поездка показала нам, что в Белоруссии очень много еврейской истории.
It was an eye-opening experience, and we did not even manage to visit all the important sites that Belarus has. The trip showed just how much there is still to be discovered and commemorated in Belarus, how disconnected Belarusians are from that history because it was suppressed for so many years. And most importantly, it was about discovering or rediscovering our identities and our heritage.
Хоть мы даже не успели увидеть все важные места в Беларуси, мы много чего успели узнать, и эта поездка показала, что многие в Беларуси не знакомы с некоторыми аспектами истории, потому что об этом много лет нельзя было говорить. И очень важно то, что мы смогли открыть свою идентичность и наследие.
And what struck me the most about that trip was that two members of our group were Jews from Mexico, Arturo and Tamara. And when we met Frida Reisman, a Minsk ghetto survivor who still lives in Minsk today, they were able to communicate in Yiddish and connect instantly through what is almost considered a lost language.
Что меня больше всего поразило, это что два еврея из Мексики, которые были в нашей группе, могли общаться с Фридой Райзман, прошедшей через Минское гетто, на идише, на языке, который считается утерянным.
So from these events came the Zoyman we know now. We have run sessions through the winter in 2020 and 2021 called Zoom into Zoyman, which involved a session a month. And from that, the online workshop that will develop over the next year is what we have now. Youth for Youth is constantly adapting.
Что после этого мероприятия родился сегодняшний Зоймен, и всю прошлую зиму мы встречались раз в месяц по Zoom. Как вы видите, молодежь и молодежи может очень просто адаптироваться.
So, okay, now it's time for you to get moving. just because we're not all here in person doesn't mean that we can't have fun. So we want you to find something that makes you think of community, something that represents or reminds you of your heritage. This has to be in the room you're in, and you have 5 minutes to find this item or these items that you must hold to the camera, to the screen, and then Abby and I will analyze.
You have 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes, so...
Oh, no, Yelena needs to translate and then go.
Yes.
So Yelena, tell them that they need to put their screens on, because otherwise we can't analyze.
Ладно, что мы бы хотели, чтобы вы нашли что-нибудь, что вам напоминает о вашей общине или о вашем наследии. У вас есть 5 минут найти эту вещь или эти вещи и потом показать нам через видео. Так что, пожалуйста, мы просим вас опять включить видео, и у вас 5 минут найти эту вещь.
So in the 5 minutes, I need to go and find something. Okay, everyone go find something. I need to go and find something.
Всем нужно найти кое-что, так что мы сейчас вернемся.
I need to find something. I have returned. Okay, let's see who's here. There's quite a few people without a camera. I'm not going to ask you about your object if you can't flip your camera on, can I? Okay, if anyone wants to start by holding something up, they can. Sammy, what is that? You can unmute yourself and you can tell us a little bit about it if you want.
This is a Magen David on a necklace, and it's a family heirloom, I think. Deborah can correct me. And it was given to me on my bat mitzvah.
Lovely. Thank you.
To her grandmother, who is actually sitting on the call. Waving.
Does anybody else have an object they'd like to share?
I've got something.
Deborah's got something.
So I'm not where I normally am. I'm in somebody else's home at the moment, but I found, oh, can't put it. Okay, it's a book, Jewish Life in Art and Tradition. I mean, that's pretty cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm happy to show mine also. This is also a family heirloom that I was given as a graduation present. This was also Sammy and I are sisters, in case anybody didn't know. Deborah is our mother, and it's the same grandma, but it's her mum's badge pendant, I believe, which is very cool. I can be corrected if that's not correct, but
as far as we know, and it's been passed down from generation to generation, which is what
I'm
it's
scrolling through. If anybody wants to point something out, I'm just maybe shout and I'll try and find you. Give us a shout. Annie, what's Annie got?
Annie, apart from climbing on the table, Annie wanted to show you this, which is a measuring cup, and that's because she associates heritage with food.
Oh, lovely.
Well, it looks like she associates heritage with vodka because she's holding it. I actually got the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, Annie and Artur both have vodka.
Okay, Annie and Artur both have
where
vodka.
You are, Artur, and can you say it in Russian?
Say what? Vodka? Vodka is in Russian.
No, say where you are and say what you just said in Russian.
ну, Энни, она держит просто измерительный сосуд, да, или что там она держит, чтобы мерная ложка, мерный стаканчик, а в другой руке мне показалось, что она держит бутылку, ну, небольшую бутылку водки, как у нас называется это? Вась, как называется? Мерзавчик, вот.
Мерзавчики, да.
Поэтому она меня опередила, потому что как бы я вот, в общем-то, да, блин, этот скрин, дай-ка я его отключу.
Hey, somebody just say what Artur just said.
Oh my gosh.
Да, я держал то же самое, только я уже все выпил практически.
Artur's drinking Abalor, he's in mint. That's it.
Does anybody else have anything to show?
Yeah,
oh, yeah. Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. I've asked you to unmute, then please unmute and tell me, and then.
Wait, but.
Wait, Artur.
I haven't finished. Hold on. But in reality, I mean, I don't have it. We've just printed the Together Plan and a Dialogue in Belarus. Just printed quite a big book, over 200 pages, which is called the Minsk Jewish Heritage, that talks about every single place in Minsk that has a connection to the Jewish heritage and Jewish history, with photos that we have taken, our team in Minsk have taken, and with the old photos. It talks about the famous people, it talks about the ghetto, it talks about everything that was happening in Minsk when there was a quite rich and developed Jewish community. So this is something that reminds me, and I think will remind the future generations forever, because we are trying to keep this for the future generations. So this is the heritage keepers that will bring it to the future. Even if generations now are not too interested in this, in another 2, 3, 4 generations, they will come back to it. And because we kept it in the books, online, on the digital platforms, they'll be able to read about their history. So that's what reminds me and Annie about the sort of community.
Amazing. I'm going to ask 2 more people and then Leo. I can't see names because I've got it on a tiny, all my videos are on a tiny screen, but I asked a girl with the most gorgeous hair and a purple top to unmute. What is your name?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm Gaia from Mexico.
Oh, Gaia.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. Well, I have this book. It's called Sefer Druya, the Book of Druya. Since it's in Hebrew, I haven't read it like completely.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about Druya, the town where my great-grandmother used to live before the war. And there's like a compilation of letters and, I don't know, writings people from Druya did. And I don't know, it reminds me of my heritage because here's a letter my great-grandmother wrote.
That's amazing.
During the war, so
What's the place called again? Sorry.
Druya.
Druya. Yeah.
We've already sent Gaia the film that we made. So we made a film about Druya, and we've recently come across, or Gaia came across us, and we've just sent her the film, and now she's going to be getting involved with Youth for Youth. So Gaia, you're very welcome here.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do one more person, and then Leo, if you want to talk about your thing, I would love to hear about everyone's. But there were 2, Gaia, and then man in black t-shirt, very far away from the camera.
Hi Abby. Hi. Sorry, I've got a question. Was it you on the video who played the guitar?
It was me.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Really awesome.
Did you have something to?
Stone, just a normal one.
Oh yeah, go on, carry on. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Hi, I lost you. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, do you hear me? Oh, fine. But do you see me well?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, fine. So it is a stone, just a usual stone, but I picked it up
on a sandy beach of the lake where I used to spend my summer holidays when I was a child. So this stone reminds me about funny times I had when I was a child, where it's about the time I spent with my friends, with my grandma, and so on. So it's like a stone of childhood.
That's so lovely.
Can you just say that in Russian?
Окей. Это камешек, он лежит у меня на подоконнике. Я его подобрал пару лет назад возле озера, на котором мы в детстве там, в деревне проводили время с друзьями, с бабушкой. Вот. И с тех пор он лежит у меня на подоконнике и иногда напоминает мне о тех веселых деньках беззаботного детства. Вот так-то.
Да, Василий, серьезно.
А ты думал, heritage самый настоящий, не то что водка. Но водку мы там тоже пили.
Leo, do you quickly want to go through your item
sure.
and then we'll carry on?
Yeah, so I have Hebrew for Dummies, the book, because I have been meaning to learn or start learning Hebrew for the past almost 12 years or so. Ever since I had my bar mitzvah, I always thought, you know what, I'll pick up Hebrew next year and then next year and then next year. And I just keep forgetting it. And I've just been, I honestly, up until this exercise, I forgot that I had this book, and I realized, you know what, like maybe it's time. And because when you try it with Duolingo, it doesn't work that much. You lose interest. But when you have a book, when you have something like this that just stares down at you saying, hey, you should learn me. I don't know, just I think I should start doing it.
Someone want to translate?
And I'll quickly translate.
Okay, Leo
I can do that.
Leo.
У меня книжка Hebrew for Dummies, это иврит для тупых называется. И это книжка, которая у меня уже давным-давно есть. Я уже 12 лет хочу учить иврит, но всегда вот перекладываю на следующий год. И поэтому я забыл, что у меня эта книжка есть до этого упражнения сейчас. И теперь она не будет у меня пыль собирать, а будет лежать на столе, и я буду тогда ее теперь читать. So, yeah.
So, what you have just so amazingly achieved is materializing 2 of the 5 aims of Youth for Youth. These aims are, I'll let Yelena translate.
То, что вы сейчас сделали, так отлично, это достигли 2 из 5 целей организации молодежи для молодежи, которые
helping to raise awareness of the Together Plan's work.
Рассказать о работе the Together Plan.
Acting as a global support network of friends.
Быть частью глобальной сети друзей.
Forming connections and collecting stories of heritage and identity.
Собрать рассказы, связанные с наследием и идентичностью.
Providing opportunities for community involvement, empowerment, and professional/personal development.
Давать возможность представителям общины участвовать и развиваться.
And giving young adults a chance to get involved in social action and be active in something they're passionate about.
Давать возможность молодым людям участвовать в том, что им интересно.
So, the pandemic has made Youth for Youth a truly international experience. We have participants from all over, and here is a map where our Youth for Youth leaders are currently based. We have people from the UK, the US, Belarus, Ukraine, Israel, potentially Mexico, with Gaia maybe joining us. And you can connect, and let me translate, you can translate, Lena.
Ну, что у нас участники со всего мира, и как вы видите по карте, из Британии, из Америки, из Беларуси, Украины, Израиля, и может теперь из Мексики тоже, если Гая присоединится к нам тоже.
And you can connect with anyone from these places join our movement. You can meet young people from all sorts of backgrounds and expand your horizons. You should be part of our community and network.
Что вы можете общаться и стать участником нашего движения и расширить свои горизонты. Да, молодежь для молодежи поможет вам развиваться.
Youth for Youth is here to support anyone who needs help being the best version of themselves. It may not look like a lot right now, but we hope that soon enough this map will be predominantly covered in little green dots.
Мы надеемся, что в будущем нас станет намного больше, и что на этой карте будет намного больше зеленых точек, зеленая, покрытая зеленым.
So now we've talked about the past, we've talked about the present, but what about the future? Youth for Youth's goals for the future are very simple. Building the Youth for Youth network, expanding the Youth for Youth. Well, actually, if you want to, Elena, if you want to translate that point by point.
Окей, ладно, что мы говорили о прошлом, настоящем, и теперь поговорим о будущем этой организации. Наши цели очень простые. Первая цель — это развивать нашу группу.
Then expanding our Youth for Youth membership, exploring connections with synagogues and other youth movements.
Да, привлекать новых членов и строить контакты с синагогами и молодежными группами и демонстрировать прекрасную работу наших волонтеров.
Yeah, good. Reconnecting with the past, present and future members to reconfigure Youth for Youth and create a powerful network and gallery displaying the amazing work that our young volunteers do. And then also setting up a Youth for Youth dual language book club.
Да, что еще есть цель создать двуязычную книжный клуб. Да. Это Аби придумала.
So, to bring it all together, this year Zoimen will be the best of both worlds. As people start to get back out of the virtual Zoom void, the many Zoimen events will be taking place throughout 2022, some in person and some online. Without Youth for Youth, this would not be possible. So we encourage you now more than ever to join our Zoimen buddy system. You can commit to it as much or as little as it suits your schedule. For example, you can give some time to support a session leader, acting as their port of call, running ideas by them, acting as a practice audience if they need to rehearse, etc., etc. It would be an amazing opportunity to get involved with Youth for Youth if you have not yet had the chance, and we would really love to have as many of you as on board as possible.
Что в этом году Zoimen соединит в себе все самое лучшее, то есть некоторые мероприятия будут онлайн, некоторые лицом к лицу, и молодежь для молодежи очень помогает с этим, и мы советуем вам присоединиться к системе Zoimen Buddy. Вы можете участвовать настолько, насколько вам позволит ваше расписание. Например, вы можете участвовать в сессии или делиться интересными идеями, и мы надеемся, что вы присоединитесь к нам.
So we now have some time for questions if anyone has any.
Если у вас вопросы, пожалуйста, вы можете их сейчас задать.
Feel free to just shout if you want, or if you want to just say anything.
Просто включите микрофон, если у вас есть вопрос.
So if anyone's interested in more, what do they do?
That was coming up next. That is also on the agenda for the session.
Yes. So if you have any questions that you may have later, you can contact Abby and I. We will write down our email addresses that you can contact us in, but it's literally just our names at thetogetherplan.com. So it would be Leo at thetogetherplan.com or Abby at thetogetherplan.com.
For reference, this photo here was Zoyman 2018. Yelena, you can translate now. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Сначала Лея сказала, что если у вас еще будут какие-то вопросы, пожалуйста, не стесняйтесь, напишите email. Это их имя, наше имя. Например, он написал в чате Лео, и потом собака thetogetherplan.com. И потом Абигейл сказала, что вот эта фотография с Зоймен 2018 года.
So, unless anybody has any questions, I guess we wrap up the session.
Can I just say a few things?
You absolutely can, Deborah Brunner.
Okay, so thank you, Abby Brunner. First of all, I want to say thank you to Abigail and Leo for putting this session together, and to Yelena, who has done a great job with translating. Artur, will you translate me?
Yeah, I can try.
Thank you. If you can just translate what I just said.
Say? You mean now?
Yes.
Okay. Ну, во-первых, Дебра благодарит Эбби и Лео за сессию, которая у нас была, и благодарит Елену за помощь в переводе.
I just want to say that Zoyman is, as Abigail said, the name of what our program has become, but it's also there is a program now of sessions running between now and into next year, lots of different sessions, and it's Youth for Youth members who are helping to create this program with speakers from around the world. And if anybody wants to help, as Abigail said, to be part of that, we'd love to hear from you.
It's a great way to get involved.
Yeah.
Если то, что Эбби сказала по поводу того, что сессии будут на протяжении года и будет немножко построен другой формат, и если кому-то интересно, кто-то хочет оказать помощь, поддержку, поучаствовать, то, пожалуйста, мы очень рады будем с вами вместе поработать.
And just to say that we've got some people who are on this call, on this Zoom, who have been very long-standing members, like Sam Heller, Sam Heller, who's been with us since the beginning in 2010. Sam Behrens, sitting there, waving, saluting. Jack Baum in New York. I may miss a few people out. We've got Maeve in Swansea, now at university in Swansea, but still very connected. We've got the wonderful Larissa and Sasha in Polotsk. We've got Madison in now Pittsburgh, we've got Hannah, who's also in New York, who does an awful lot. And David was very involved in Zoyman last year. He's got his camera off, but he has been very helpful. And Vasily is part of our team in Minsk. So there's some fantastic people here who have been on the journey. And if you are new to us, then we hope you will join the journey. Artur, you can't necessarily go through all those names, but you can get the point across.
I'll get the point across. Don't worry. Все в разные года участвовали в нашей работе, кто-то дольше, кто-то с самого начала. Сэмми, она была с 2010 года, Джек и многие другие. Тот, кто знает, и тот, кто участвовал уже в нашей работе, и те, кто сейчас, для кого это новое направление, мы рады, нашей команде мы рады приветствовать и сотрудничать со всеми, кому интересна эта тема.
I just want to say that even though we are far away, thanks, Sam. Thank you. Even though we're all far away from each other, although I'm in the next door room from Hilda, who's, give us a wave, and has also helped to translate a book about the Minsk ghetto. But just to say, even though we're all far apart, we're very much connected, and this is a community. And Abby and Leo, you've done a great job here, and I want to thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. And thank you, Yelena, so much for
Lena,
all your help. You are a
rock star. Well done.
You are an absolute hero.
Yeah, well done. Artur, do you just want to say what I just said and they just said?
Да, Дебра сказала спасибо большое Артуру за все, что он сделал. Дебра поблагодарила и Хильду, которая переводила, помогала переводить книгу о Минском гетто, и Лео, и Эбигейл за презентацию, и Лео и Эбби сказали большое огромное спасибо и Елене, которая помогла в переводе и действительно очень хорошо переводила. Вот. Я думаю, что я, наверное, все сказал.